Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at two really powerful charting and technical analysis platforms, TradingView and TC2000. These are both really flexible, capable platforms that I think do a great job with helping you chart for day trading, swing trading, and active investing. They pack a ton of features and they also deliver a lot of the same features. So I'm really excited to put these two platforms head to head. So let's dive straight in and I'll help you decide whether TradingView or TC2000 is going to be the best charting platform for you. So I want to take a look at TradingView first. This is just the homepage dashboard, but the real action takes place in the charting interface here. So you can see we've got these really interactive charts, just a nice looking charting interface. It's really easy to add technical indicators, and TradingView is absolutely packed with hundreds of them built in. You can also add any indicators that are contributed by the TradingView community. This gives you access to thousands more indicators. You can find top ones based on what's popular right now. You can look at editors' picks. There's a store for paid indicators and algorithms. This is a really powerful platform. Whether you want to design your own indicators or dive into this enormous library of community contributed indicators. It's also worth mentioning while we're here, there's tons of financial data within TradingView and you can plot that as well. Really helpful for swing traders and active investors. Honestly, my favorite thing about TradingView is just how easy it is to kind of navigate these charts and use them. I've got an exponential moving average indicator here, and I can just click on the settings button here if I want to change the look of this indicator. I can add all sorts of options here. So I can add an indicator on top of this indicator. I can add an alert based on this indicator. I can scale it on the chart and more. It's also really easy to change the time frame of your charts all the way down to one tick. There's a bunch of pre-built intervals here, or you can add a custom interval based on what you need. Something I love in TradingView is the bar replay feature. This allows you to go back in time and actually play out price action at 10x speed or even faster or slower, depending on what you need. This is a great way to see how price action played out in real time. And so you can see, as price action's happening, how you would respond to it. It's a really nice way to kind of pressure test your trading strategy. Another thing I think is really great about TradingView's interface is there's a bunch of different candle options available. So you can look at kind of these regular green and red candles. You can look at high-low close area charts. There's step line charts, volume candles, volume footprints, time price opportunity charts, Heikin-Ashi charts, point and figure charts, and so much more. So there's a lot of different ways to look at price action. So if you have a favorite type of chart, or just want different ways of visualizing price action data, TradingView gives you that. I mentioned earlier that you can create your own indicators in TradingView. The way you do that here is with the Pine editor. This is a custom scripting language that TradingView uses. It's relatively straightforward and really well documented. So there is a learning curve for sure to get into this coding language, but once you're in, you can do a lot with it. TradingView is really customizable. And if you take a look at the community library, you'll see there are some really kind of custom and out there indicators available, and all of them are made using this Pine editor. So there is a learning curve, but I think you get really rewarded when you get over that learning curve. Another feature of TradingView that I think is really great is the built-in stock screener. So this is a really just easy to use screener. It works really well. You can quickly filter to different markets around the world. You can filter by watch lists, indices, and more. There's a ton of different metrics here. So these are just kind of the defaults that TradingView shows, but you can add all sorts of market data filters, financial and technical filters. There's valuation metrics for swing traders and active investors. I think it's worth pointing out the technical indicators in here. There are more than 50 available for you to filter on. So it's a really nice technical screener. And then one of the things I really like is that when you're kind of diving into the results here, first of all, these can refresh every 10 seconds with the paid TradingView plan. So it's really easy to scan in real time throughout the market day. I think this is huge for day traders. But you can also dive into these pre-made column sets that give you different types of information about the stocks in your results column. So for example, if you're interested in technical setups, you can look at this technicals display. This will give ratings based on different technical indicators, moving averages, and then of course you can see relative strength index, momentum, stochastics, and more. The other thing that's really cool here is you can actually pull up charts of all of the stocks in your results list and turn these to candlestick charts. I think is the most helpful. And now it's a really easy way to just scroll through and kind of eyeball potential setups. So when you get to a chart that looks interesting, that might fit your trading strategy, you can just click on that and pull that up. And then you're free to do all sorts of analysis, apply your own custom indicators and everything there. Again, I think this is a really powerful tool for intraday scanning for both day traders and swing traders. One other aspect of TradingView that I think is worth covering here is this trading panel. So TradingView allows you to connect with a wide range of brokers. You'll see there's a bunch of different crypto brokers, stock brokers, Interactive Brokers is a major one here, Webull. So there's a lot of different very popular brokerage firms available to connect with TradingView. It's worth noting that TradingView also recently started supporting algorithmic trading. So if you're into using bots or have an algorithm that you want to apply within TradingView to then send orders based on custom indicators in TradingView to your brokerage, you can do that as well. TradingView has a bunch of other features going on, including some really powerful alerts that I'm not going to dive into in huge detail right now, but it's worth pointing out that you can set up alerts on any of your indicators on your chart. You can also, with a paid plan, set up indicators on indicators and set up alerts on those. It also supports back testing, really great if you're building custom strategies using the Pine editor. And then one other thing I want to point out here is that it does have data on options. This is going to be relevant because TC2000 offers a lot of support for options trading. That support for options is a little bit more limited in TradingView, but it does have a standalone strategy builder. You can dive into options chains for any of the tickers available in TradingView, and you can also look at a chart of volatility in any of these tickers over time. So there is some decent support for options trading in TradingView. It's just worth noting this is actually kind of a standalone dashboard and not part of the main charting and technical analysis dashboard. So that's TradingView, and I want to just quickly dive into how much it costs. There's a free plan that's absolutely great. It allows you to access one chart at a time, a limited number of technical indicators on each of your charts. You can save watch lists, you can access the screener, and the data is just a little bit delayed there. And all of that uses real-time data. If you're interested in more of the features of TradingView, there are 4 paid plans here: Essential, Plus, Premium, and Ultimate. The Essential plan starts at $12.95 per month when you pay annually. Gives you up to 2 charts per window, 5 indicators per chart, 20 price alerts, 20 technical alerts. You get some of the really nice features like custom time frames, the ability to create more than one watch list. That bar replay feature that I showed you is available here. What you're mainly going to miss are multi-condition alerts and charts based on custom formulas. Those are available with the Plus plan for $28.29 per month when you pay annually. This also lets you have more charts per window and more indicators per chart, more alerts, and more watch lists as well. I think either the Essential or the Plus plan are going to be plenty of analytical firepower for most traders. But if you're interested, Premium and Ultimate, $56.49 per month and $199.95 per month billed annually. Both of these are going to give you more charts, more indicators per chart, a lot more alerts. And then some of the major features you're getting here are those time-based opportunity charts, volume footprints and volume candles, and then second-based and intervals for the premium plan and tick-based intervals for the ultimate plan. So for scalpers and other really fast-paced day trading strategies, you are going to need to upgrade to either the premium or the ultimate plan. Now, there's one more thing I want to mention about TradingView before we move on to TC2000, and that's that TradingView is available on mobile, both iOS and Android. TC2000 is not going to be available on mobile, and so this is a really big differentiator between the two platforms. If you find yourself charting and doing technical analysis on the go frequently, that's going to be a huge advantage for TradingView. I'm not going to show the mobile app today, but it works a lot like the web platform that I just showed you, and it's just as seamless. It's a really great mobile charting app. So with that, let's dive into TC2000. This is going to be available for web and desktop. Again, there's no mobile app. I've got the web platform pulled up here, and you can see this is a complicated looking trading platform. It's a lot more dense right away than TradingView, and I find that it has a bit more of a learning curve than TradingView does, especially if you haven't used kind of a dense, high-octane trading platform like this before. That said, the learning curve isn't anything crazy. I'm going to walk you through kind of the basics of how TC2000 works here. So across the top here, you've got the ability to change your time frame. TC2000 supports intraday charts down to the tick level on all plans. That's a big advantage over TradingView. Again, for scalpers and other fast-paced day traders. If you want to change your chart settings, it's really easy to do. You can choose between candlestick, Heikin-Ashi area, and open, high, low, close bars. There's not the same range of bar options that there is in TradingView, but you can customize the color here. You can change all sorts of data around the open and close lines. You can make conditional colors, really cool feature, I think, for looking at, say price changes greater than a certain amount. There's just a lot of options in here. It's also worth noting you can compare against other tickers in the same chart here, really useful, and add event markers for things like earnings, dividends, stock splits, and more. These charts are really customizable. I would say maybe even more so than the customization options in TradingView. If you want to add indicators to your chart, you can just right-click on the chart, add an indicator, and there are many, many options here. You can see that TC2000 comes with around 150 built-in indicators. There's all sorts of fundamental data you can add to these. You can add data about major indices and industries. You can add your own formulas to these charts and more. There's a lot of built-in options, and it's really easy to create your own indicators using TC2000's formula editor here. This is very similar to that PineScript editor in TradingView. It's going to be its own coding language, and I found that it's not quite as well documented, so it is a bit harder to get started with. That capability is there for you to create your own indicators, create your own formulas, really customize this platform to meet the needs of your strategy. So one thing that's missing from TC2000, I think, is that bar replay functionality that's available in TradingView. You're not going to get that with TC2000. I do think that's a little bit of a miss. I found that to be really helpful when you're kind of testing out strategies and just making practicing, restraining your emotions when trading. That bar replay feature can be really helpful for that. Alerts in TC2000 work very similarly to how they work in TradingView. You can set standalone price alerts or reminders. You can also set conditional alerts. These can be based on any combination of indicators, formulas, or other conditions you want. One thing that's really cool here is you can actually set alerts based on mixed timeframes. So you can set alerts, for example, if a stock is seeing a surge on a 30-minute chart, while also having a oversold RSI on a daily chart. So there's some really cool mixed time frame capabilities within these alerts, and you can monitor to up to 2 years, which is kind of neat if you're looking for swing trading opportunities in stocks that tend to not move all that much until they're going to move a lot, and you want to be sure that you're getting in on that. Another area where TC2000 does a really nice job is with the scanner. I find the scanner to be not nearly as sort of easy to use as the scanner in TradingView, but it's at least as powerful and possibly even more so. The way this works here is the scans are actually built into your watch list. So there's tons of built-in watch lists in TC2000. You can look at the NASDAQ, S&P 500, all US stocks, specific industries, and more. Once you've pulled up a watch list, you can just click this filter button and then add conditions here. So we can set conditions on price change or add any sort of indicators or formulas. There are tons, again, of pre-built indicators and formulas in here for filtering stocks from your watch list. And once you have these pre-built filters, all you have to do is turn the filter on, and that will just filter the watch list right here. It's a really simple way to keep an eye on stocks and in your watch list that are meeting filters that matter for your strategy, while also being able to look at a chart on the main screen here. I mentioned that TC2000 has desktop apps. This is a really well-suited platform for having 2 or even 3 monitors, so you can take advantage of all of these different feeds that the platform has and allows you to display at the same time. The other thing that's great here is TC2000 has several different layouts that you can use. There's some built-in layouts here, so this is sort of the TC Classic. You can drill down into specific sectors or industries. You can look at a chart in full screen. You can look at a single ticker over multiple time frames. You can dive into fundamental data. And of course, you can create your own layouts and save those to TC2000. Makes it really easy to kind of quickly switch between different views or drill down into specific stocks or industries quickly and take advantage of all your monitor space. I mentioned earlier that TradingView offers some basic options trading capabilities. TC2000 is really going to take options trading to the next level. This is the default options layout here, and you can see we're looking at options chains for a ticker. We've got the chart pulled up. We've still got our watch list here, so we're still keeping an eye on opportunities, and then we can dig down into open interest on specific call options for this ticker that we're interested in. So there's a lot of data all displayed on the same screen to help you kind of find the best options trade for your strategy. That said, there isn't a profit and loss simulator within TC2000. There's no strategy builder, so you are going to need a standalone option strategy builder if you want to create option strategies to then, kind of execute on using TC2000's tools. Another big difference that's worth pointing out here is that TC2000 does support trading within the platform. It's really easy to trade from the charts. The catch is that you can only trade with TC2000 as your brokerage. You can't connect any external brokerage, including an account that you're already using. And that's going to be a bit of a deal breaker for a lot of traders. If you have a brokerage you like, you're not going to be able to integrate it with TC2000 to trade with that. TC2000 does charge commissions. It's a little bit more expensive, I found, than Interactive Brokers or Tradier or a lot of brokerage like that. So there is a bit of a downside to trading through TC2000. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's take a look at how much TC2000 costs. So there are 3 plans: Basic, Premium, and Premium Plus. If you pay annually, so we can compare these prices to TradingView, Basic starts at $20.82 per month. That gives you access to real-time US stock data, all of the charting capabilities I showed you, live watch lists, and a paper trading account with TC2000's brokerage. Importantly, you're not going to get access to real-time scanning. So that really cuts into the capabilities of this platform for day trading. You're not going to be able to scan your watch list and filter them in real time throughout the day. For that, you're going to need the premium plan. I think this is where most traders are going to land. This is $41.65 per month when you pay annually. That's going to unlock, really the most important thing is that real-time scanning and stock sorting. The Easy Scan wizard allows you to create custom indicators and formulas. I kind of showed you some of the features of that without pulling up the wizard itself. And it also crucially supports multiple monitors. I think this is a huge advantage of TC2000 compared to TradingView, is that it offers so many different layouts and so many different ways of looking at data all at the same time. So having the ability to use multiple monitors is going to be really important for this platform. Premium Plus is going to be $83.32 per month when you pay annually. This is going to add some real-time market data gauges and indicators. Personally, I haven't found these to be that helpful, and I didn't cover them in this review. You can also track up to 1,000 alerts compared to 100 with a premium plan. Again, I think most traders are going to be pretty happy with this premium plan at $41.65 per month. And when you compare against TradingView's pricing, that's going to come in between the plus and premium plans. So I think most traders, I said for TradingView, are going to need the plus plan unless you need 1 minute or tick level charts, in which case you're going to need premium or ultimate. So TC2000's pricing is pretty competitive here. The one thing to note is that you do get real-time US stock data for free with every TC2000 plan, but US index and options data is going to cost $10 per month each. Dow Jones real-time data is also going to be another $250 per month. So there are some extra data charges here. Overall, there's a lot to like about both TradingView and TC2000. I think it's hard to go wrong with either of these platforms. My kind of bottom line is that TradingView is a more user-friendly charting and analysis platform, especially if you're new to this kind of high-powered charting platform. If you don't have multiple monitors or you trade on your phone often, TradingView is definitely going to be the better choice because of its mobile app. I also really like TradingView for certain features like bar replay, access to that community. The option strategy builder is nice, although you can definitely find tools like that for free. And then I just like the ease of use of the market scanner and the relatively low learning curve of that Pine script editor. For TC2000, I think this is the more powerful and flexible of the two charting platforms. It has a bit more of a learning curve to get started, and it takes some getting used to set up all your layouts, get all of your formulas in there. The custom script editor requires a little bit more upfront work, and the scanner isn't quite as easy to use. But once you get into these tools, they're really powerful, and I think they give you a lot more flexibility than what you get with TradingView. TC2000 is also going to be really great because it gives you access to tick level data with every plan, and it gives you the ability to utilize multiple monitors to watch tons of different data streams and feeds and watch lists all at the same time. So you can really kind of dig down into a specific sector or indice or index or ticker, while also keeping an eye on charts and the broader market at the same time. So I think TC2000 is in the end going to be the better platform for more experienced traders, as well as fast-paced day traders who need to keep track of all this data on a single platform. Unfortunately, TC2000 doesn't offer a trial, so there's no way to test out the platform for yourself without subscribing to either the basic or the premium plan if you want to try out the scanning. TradingView also doesn't have a free trial, but it does have a free plan, so you can get a sense of how a lot of features within the platform work before you sign up for a plan. I do have video reviews of both TradingView and TC2000, so be sure to check those out if you want to dig deeper into the advanced features that both of these platforms offer. If you're interested in these platforms, I do have full video reviews of both TradingView and TC2000, so I highly recommend that you go check those out. They go deeper into both of these platforms' advanced features, and they can be really useful in deciding which one of these charting platforms is going to be right for you.